you try to watch Bluey without laughing, you're going to totally fail. Because the Healer Family show is pure fun from start to finish. But have you ever tried pausing it at just the right moment to catch some of the funniest hidden scenes in the series? In the episode Hairdressers, some of the funniest moments happen at Bandit's expense when the pups make him take a freezing cold shower. And believe me, stepping into a cold shower is not fun at all. If you don't believe it, just pause the episode at the right time and check out the look of pure terror on Bandit's face as the icy water hits his fur. And this big dog has plenty of it to keep warm, but even that didn't help. This episode has lots of laugh-out-loud scenes, but this one is definitely among the best. Bluey and Bingo pretend Bandit has lice just to mess with him. Can you believe Bingo hung Bandit upside down from a tree, threw water balloons and flour at him, and then swept him with a broom? Just look at his face! And if that still hasn't shocked you, get ready to see the 12 Bluey episodes you should never pause if you're trying not to laugh. But trust us, you will. So grab your popcorn and get ready for the challenge, because it's time for another Cinewave. Remember the time Bingo lost her face? No. In the episode Featherwand, there's a scene where the little brown pup gets hold of her magic feather and starts messing with the weight of everything in the house. When the rest of the Healer family finds out what Bingo's been up to, she grabs a big plastic ball and rolls it down the stairs to stop them from coming up to the second floor. That ball is the same one Bandit uses to sit on in his home office, and in that scene, Bingo literally loses part of her face. As Chili and Bluey come down the stairs, freaked out by the yoga ball, if you pause it at just the right moment, you'll see Bingo's entire snout disappear in a super weird way. Was it magic? Or a glitch? Have you noticed that Bandit has a weird habit of headbutting people's butts? In the episode Cafe, while Bluey is making a new friend, Winnie, Mr. Healer tries to bond with her dad, a brown dog named Fido. In one scene, after they eat all the sugar from their daughter's drinks, the two dads ditch the cafe without paying and go nuts playing all over the playground. When it's time to go down the slide, Winnie's dad goes first, but when it's Bandit's turn, he ends up head first right into his new friend's butt, and the look of pain and confusion on his face is hilarious. Ludo Studios, the creators of Bluey, really know how to deliver the funniest expressions ever. In the real world, it's totally normal for a dog to go potty in the backyard, but not in Bluey's world. Unfortunately, Socks hasn't quite figured that out yet. In the Season 1 episode featuring the pup, Bumpy, Socks plays a role in a play put on by Bluey. But during a scene where she's running around in the Healer family's yard, this moment happens. It was supposed to be a cute and fun part of the story, but instead, well, it ended up being hilarious for the fans. If you pause it at the right second, you'll catch Socks squatting with a look that clearly says she's about to go poop in public. And yeah, that's not okay. Whoever had to clean that up, poor them. Do you use your backyard as a bathroom like Socks? Drop a hashtag yes so we can hear your dirty little secret. There's one episode where pretty much every scene is a laugh if you pause it. We're talking about Squash, when Bandit and Stripe take Bluey and Bingo out for a game. Watching the two brothers play squash and slam into the glass walls makes for some amazing facial expressions. One of the best moments is when Uncle Stripe goes for a final shot, gets totally mixed up, and crashes into the wall. His face when he hits the glass is priceless. In the second round, it's Bandit's turn to lose. And as Bluey messes up all his moves, the poor dad is just inches from smashing his face into the court wall. Bandit doesn't even realize he's about to trip and nearly gets hurt for real. Okay, maybe it wasn't funny for Bluey's dad, but if you pause the video 1 second before he hits the glass, you'll see the exact moment he regrets ever joining the game. We dare you not to laugh. The Healer Family Barbecue episode has some seriously funny moments. If you pause it at just the right time, you're in for a good laugh. When Bingo is looking for the green bell pepper and accidentally throws a bug in Bandit's face, right as he realizes what just happened, his terrified expression is absolutely hilarious. But even funnier than that is when Bingo tries to turn on the garden hose and things quickly spiral out of control. Once she loses control of the water, the scene turns into total chaos. Want to bet you won't be able to hold your laughter? Also, in this episode, there's a little animation mistake that's so funny we're willing to forgive the animators. When the Healer cousins are running to see the mess Bingo made with the hose, Socks' nose randomly appears on the back of her head. It only lasts for 1 second, but it's more than enough for a good laugh. If you think Uncle Stripe is always patient with Muffin, get ready to see a moment where that patience runs out. It happens right as Bluey and Bingo's cousin is running from her dad after getting scolded. Muffin refused to share the tablet with her younger sister, so she got grounded. That's when the little pup grabbed her dad's phone. But Stripe wasn't messing around. He chased after his daughter, but unfortunately, Bandit's brother isn't the best runner. If you pause right when he trips over a tricycle and face plants, the moment is absolutely hilarious. Another scene in the same episode is when Muffin is running around and accidentally barges into the bathroom, right as Trixie is using the toilet, and the whole family sees something they really shouldn't. The way Trixie jumps in shock is so funny. Sure, it was a private moment, but we laughed anyway. You know what's even more personal? Subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. You've got a standing date with us. In the episode Favorite Thing, when Bingo is feeling down because Bluey made a joke about her, there's a scene that you have to pause at the exact right moment to get a good laugh. It happens when Bingo is trying to eat a tomato and it slips off her plate, flying straight into Bandit's face. When that little red ball hits him square on the forehead, the pause frame is comedy gold. There's no doubt Bandit goes through a lot thanks to his 2 daughters, but did you know he also gets bitten from time to time? One of the funniest moments happens in the episode Rug Island. The pups are deep into their imaginary game, pretending they live on an island where only kids are allowed, and Bandit shows up as a lost adult. Bluey believes grown-ups don't belong on the island, so she decides to chomp down on poor Mr. Healer's arm. If you pause the scene at just the right time, you'll catch Bandit in total agony. And it must have hurt, because Bluey bites him twice. And in that same episode, something else happens that's especially painful, if you're a guy. While Bandit is chilling on Rug Island, Lucky's dad throws a rugby ball over the fence and it lands right between Bandit's legs. Ouch! If you pause at the right second, you'll catch 2 hilarious things. First, Bingo's face full of shock when her dad screams in pain, and second, Bandit's face right after taking a direct hit where it hurts the most. It's no secret that Bluey and Bingo love testing their parents' patience, but in the episode Sticky Gecko, the Healer sisters really pushed Chili past her limit. And sadly, Chattermax was the one who paid the price. The game Bluey made up was simple: stick a toy gecko to the ceiling, live life like normal, and try to catch it before it falls. The problem? Chili didn't have time to play because Judo and Wendy were waiting for them at the city park, but the sisters were taking forever to get ready. That annoyed Mom so much she grabbed Chattermax and tried to knock the gecko off the ceiling herself. Now, if you pause the scene at just the right time, you'll be glad Chattermax isn't a real owl, because if it were, Chili would have seriously injured it. Since it's just a toy though, the whole thing is absolutely hilarious. Check out Chattermax's face when Chili slams its head into the ceiling. In gaming terms, we call that a fatality. Still in that same episode, there's a moment when Chili falls straight off the chair and hits the floor, and if you pause it at just the right second, you'll see the scare that Mama Healer gets. Do you know what emotional damage means? It's when something shocking happens and hits you right in the feels. That's exactly what happens to Chucky. When Pat, Lucky's dad, decides to switch up the rules of Pass the Parcel, the kids aren't happy about his new version. And to fix the problem, the Healer's neighbor does something terrible. He starts giving Chucky's presents to the other kids. That's when we see the birthday pup totally stunned. Imagine losing your own presents at your own party. If you pause the episode at the right time, you'll see Chucky's face frozen in pure disbelief when he realizes Pat is giving his gifts away. Poor Lucky's little brother. You never know what you'll catch when you hit pause at just the right moment, huh?
Emotional, damn it!
Now, you don't have to pause the fun while you're here on our channel. That's why we've got 2 more awesome videos lined up to make everyone smile. We'll see you in the next one. See you soon!